It's really hard to underestimate or overestimate just how great eggs are. This is a dish, one of the many, every culture seems to have its own way of making an omelette or something similar to an omelette. And this is the Korean one, a Korean rolled omelette. What I've got here, just some very finely diced red peppers, a little bit of green pepper, about a third of each, half an onion, a few herbs, bit of parsley, anything like that. I've got a few chives, a little bit of fresh oregano, salt and pepper. That's all you need with this one. A little bit of oil for cooking in a good non-stick pan. And all you simply do here is get your chopped vegetables, your onions and everything else, and put them into the eggs. I'm just going to whisk the eggs a little bit first. I'm going to season, just a pinch of salt. And that's the 4 eggs. Now I'm using organic eggs. I strongly recommend that you always stay with the organic, because unfortunately high industrial farmed eggs, they introduce things maybe that maybe aren't so desirable to be putting into your own diet. But anyway, I'm going to put the onions, everything, all the ingredients in here. And that's all it's really to your basic preparation. The slowest part with this one is just dicing your veg. And then it's just onto cooking this little Korean omelette. So to cook this little omelette, first thing I do is I'm going to use a little bit of coconut oil. Again, I like frying with coconut oil. You could use any other kind of oil. And we're going to keep the pan at a fairly low heat here. There's my egg mix. There's comfortable 2 portions in there with my vegetables, my onion, red and green pepper, and my little bit of herbs and just salt and pepper. Keep your temperatures nice and low. And then what I'm going to do is add some of my mixture into the pan. And just let that start to cook at a nice low temperature. And having a good non-stick pan is kind of an essential of this. Just lightly cook it. You're not rushing this one at all. Now what I'm going to do is just start to lightly roll that. Just bring it, if it's getting a little bit too cooked, just bring a little bit off your heat as you're rolling. And now pull it back on the pan. And add a little bit more of your egg mixture. Now with a nice low heat on this. Again, it's a case of just not rushing this one. I'm going to gently just fold that over again. I'm just going to pull it back in the pan a bit. And I'm just going to add again a little bit more of my egg mixture. I'm just going to carefully just fold that again and just pull it back on the pan a little bit again. And again, add a little bit more of the egg mixture. And now on a nice slow heat, I'm just going to continue folding that. Pull it back a little bit in the pan. Then what I'm going to do is just let that kind of gently, I'm just going to turn off the heat now. There's enough heat there that's actually resting in the pan. Now I'm just going to kind of let the omelette kind of set, if you like. I'm just going to fold it over. And kind of square it off a little bit. Don't forget I have the heat completely turned off now at this point. And again, normally what you do then is be able to slice this nice and neatly. And be able to serve it with maybe a little bit of rice or something like that, or even on its own. And it's one that could actually be stored in the fridge, commonly cold as well. It's just a great little dish for using eggs. So I'm just going to let that rest before trying to cut it. Just for a few minutes, just till it kind of settles down, about 3-4 minutes. Then I'm going to just transfer it onto a board. And then it's a case of slicing it. So now, I'm just going to gently take my little omelette, transfer it onto a board. And then with a nice sharp knife, I'm just going to just trim off the edges a little bit first. And then just use the bladed knife and you'll get this nice finish with your veg and all those eggs. So I'm just going to slice that then and put it on a nice little plate. One of the kind of coolest looking little egg dishes that I know. And it's one thing I always notice about the Korean population as a whole. They really do look very, very healthy. So they're probably, as a general population, doing something right. And this is a lovely little simple dish. You could, again, use this hot or cold. And it's really quite simple. So hopefully I've interpreted it well. Just put a little bit of greenery there. A little bit of lemon verbena. Maybe a couple of little edible flowers as well. Chopsticks. And that is a nice, very, very simple, but very elegant little Korean egg roll or Korean omelette. Very simple, very nutritious, high protein. And just shows you food can be very simple, but look very, very elegant and nice as well.